Welcome back, everybody, to Out the Field Podcast, episode number 94. Our guest today is somebody I cross paths with at Baseball Generations.
It is two-way player Anaiscio Ortiz out of Brooklyn, New York. How we doing, baby?
Thank you for having me. Feeling good.
Awesome, man. So, Baseball Generations, that's a showcase for some of the best players all around the country. And I've seen kids there from like eighth grade to senior year of high school. And you were out there this year. What was the process of getting that invite? How did you hear about it? And especially going from New York to Cali.
But usually there's a showcase as a tryout. But
Mhm.
I had Ronnie had texted me and asked me since last year if I wanted to go.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm down.
Yeah.
So they gave me the invite to the event. We flew out there and just had fun. I mean,
Awesome.
you got guys from your eighth grade year to senior year, and you guys are just competing.
Yeah, dude, I've heard it all. I've had kids come up to me that are at the youngest level of BBG and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm eighth grade, but I'm committed to Texas." And I'm like, "What?"
Huh? I honestly didn't even know it went to eighth grade.
Dude, the first year BBG is when all this became a realization to me that I'm like, kids are getting recruited this young. Like it's wild. Like what do you see out there with being in the sport still and how young these kids are getting recruited in for you personally?
I mean, I was one of the young recruits myself. I was
Mhm.
committed to Penn State pretty early.
Mhm.
Decommitted probably my sophomore year high
Mhm.
school.
You're a junior
And
right now, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Nice.
so I was one of them myself.
Yeah, it's wild. And just how many days were you here in Cali prior to actually getting involved into the games with BBG, or did you just land in straight at the baseball game?
Probably landed. I landed on a Saturday, which was the same day that we had like our check-in and stuff.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did like our media day. So
Yeah, yeah. I got all the unis and all the equipment and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you mentioned Ron. Ron is a part of what I like to say the big three that kind of started baseball generations. You
Yeah.
got Ron, you got Tim Revere, and you got Dominic Smith. Actually, big four and JP Crawford. And so, what is that like to have these MLB players who are still in the game? It's not like the game's over for them. They're still out there every season on a team competing, having them take their off season and coach you guys the future.
And it's amazing, having big leaguers around you, surrounded by them, you get to learn a lot of stuff and you
Mm,
get to pick their brains.
mm.
And then you get to have fun with them. So it's just an amazing experience overall.
Yeah, and we were opposite dugouts. You were actually Team Jazz, and me and my friend Tony decided we were going to hang out over on the white team side. Nick Flash Gordon, and you were the starting pitcher for Team Jazz. How did that honor get bestowed to you?
And it felt amazing. Jazz is like an older brother than me. So
Yeah.
just being able to start that game too, it just feels amazing. Felt like I belonged there.
When did you know you were going to start it? When did they offer you that?
I knew like months before.
Okay. Okay. So plenty of prep time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, on start day, what is your preparation? What do you do? What's your routine?
Usually, play a little bit of catch and then I'll probably do my squid throw, which is
Mm.
probably it has like a ball with like a rope on it. So
Okay.
you can strengthen your arm, warm up, and then
Mhm.
I do probably bands and plyos, play
Yeah.
some more catch, and then go to the bullpen and let a few eat and
Okay.
spin some.
Once you go through your start, what's the cool down? How do you recover? What's the routine with that?
Go back in the dugout, drink some water, and then
Mm.
go to the bullpen, use a squid throw to recover,
Mhm.
and then yeah, we just
Yeah.
get from there.
Nice.
Damn, nice, dude. When did you personally yourself realize that you had this skill and just the real talent to even compete against? I mean, we're talking BBG. I'm pretty sure you faced tons and tons of people. When did you realize that your skills were really forming and you could really craft, I mean, pitching and hitting at this point?
To be honest, when I was 12 years old, but then like I really seen it for real. Probably
Mm.
my 14U year out
Yeah.
in the 14U National.
Mhm.
That's when I realized like I could compete with these guys and like I have nothing to be scared of, and I'm one of the top guys.
Yeah, yeah. That's when you realized you were like, okay, I can go to this next level. I can compete with these guys that are also being told they're some of the top players around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the fact that you're only a junior, man, that's, I mean, it's only up and up and up.
That dude, kudos to you, brother.
Yeah. Last
Appreciate
year, Perfect Game ranked you number one overall in the state of New York. There are 8 million people in New York, man. And they
it.
ranked you 30th in the country. And according to the internet, there are 16 million kids playing baseball in the country, and you're ranked 30 by Perfect Game, bro.
Yeah,
That
it's
isn't,
insane.
yeah. So what is that mean to you to be ranked that high and have your talents recognized?
The recognition, I love it. It's amazing.
Mm,
Because this is what we work for. But
mm,
that's just like what it comes with, you
mm.
know, going to
Yeah.
the next level. That's just something that comes with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm guessing just from what we looked at on your Instagram and what I've seen with other kids that have played with BEG, are you a part of the Mets scout team? Is that what you're with right now?
No, I actually play for the Philly Scout team with Nelly.
Okay,
Um,
gotcha.
the Mets thing, it was an event out in New York. It's called Metro Scout Day. So they make like a Yankee Scout team and a Mets Scout team and have like the Northeast guys compete.
Okay,
That's
so can
cool.
you kind of break down scout teams for the audience? This is something I never saw growing up. I think it's something that's starting to become more of a thing for younger kids. Like I've seen Mabin, who was there last year, is a part of the Padres scout team, and now seeing like the Phillies pop up and content and stuff like that. So when did that come on the scene to you? And basically, what is it for everyone listening?
I was introduced to Scout team probably when I was 13 years old, and that's
Mm,
basically like a partnered MLB team.
okay.
You get the honor to put on the uniform and represent the organization.
Hmm.
So it's pretty fun.
Same, dude. And just to kind of dive into you as a player, I mean, just to start off with pitching, what's your picks, Mitch?
To be honest, I throw a bunch of like everything.
Yeah.
I grew up throwing a variety of different pitches. You
Mm,
know, my grandfather's always told me keep throwing different pitches, keep trying everything you can throw.
mm,
You know, and but right now, what usually works for me is probably my four seam, my slider, my changeup, and my sinker.
yeah.
Everything tunnels very well off my fastball, and
Mhm.
then I just play with the hitter's minds with that.
Yeah. What do you feel like you have the best command with your four seam?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about max velo? What are we pumping?
I mean, I've been up to low mid 90s before, and
Nice.
then I used to sit like 90, but now I'm like topping like 90, up high 88s,
Mhm.
89s,
Is
but
there
the velo will
a
come back soon.
is there a workout or preparation that you did that you could tell other kids that are trying to increase their velocity to help them?
To be honest, the biggest impact on my velocity was just gaining weight. I was
Mhm.
140 going into high school. I'm like 185 now, going to 200,
Nice.
but the mass equals gasting is real.
Yeah. All right. And you are also a two-way player. You, according to a video I saw on your Instagram, play first base and outfield as a fielder. What do you prefer? Do you prefer being on the mound or you prefer being in the box, or are you really trying to make it with this whole two-way like Shohei Ohtani?
To be honest with you, I love the two-way thing. I love
Yeah.
the idea. I love hitting in general.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
find hitting as more of a challenge than pitching.
Hmm.
And that's why I like it more because as a hitter, you kind of have to earn your way on base. As a
Yeah.
pitcher, you're expected to get the out, and that's like your job. I don't
Yeah.
I don't really like well, I like it, but like I like hitting them, man. You get a hit, it feels like the best thing in the world. So
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it feels like almost you're a little too restrictive being just a pitcher, right? Just with that
yeah,
forefront mentality of like, cool, just get him out, get him out, get him out.
Mhm.
yeah.
As opposed to you hitting, you're like, cool, I can make a really big moment for my team and really come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what I like too. I like being on the field, man. Feeling like
Mhm.
I have to be part of every play. I'm just itching to play. So
Hey, you know what they haven't done? We've seen Otani out there on the mound, but we haven't seen a two-way player who's out there in the field, like an outfielder or something like that. Like
Yeah,
pitchers, they field, they get the gold gloves and everything. But, it's not as much action as you're going to see from like an infielder or an outfielder. No one's done that yet. I'm just saying.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is big fact.
Uh, what do you remember the first time you hit 90?
first time I hit 90 was last year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, not last year.
How did that feel? Do you remember like
Felt
that day?
amazing.
Yeah.
Felt
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was in a bullpen.
Mm.
I was like 89, 89, 89, and then I got a velo slap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the ball just felt perfect out of my hand. Everything like I knew I had 90 before I even looked at the radar gun. Like,
Oh, that's
and
a
then
great feeling.
I looked at the
Damn.
radar gun and said 90. That was amazing.
That's awesome.
Brother.
So like you said, you want to rock doing two-way player for as long as you can, you would say, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you mentioned earlier you were committed to Penn State, correct? And then you decommitted.
Yeah.
And are you currently committed anywhere or right now you're uncommitted?
No, I'm uncommitted.
You're seeing offers. You don't have to say any, obviously,
Yeah,
but you definitely got people watching you. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, of course. I
Right
mean,
on.
getting all those invites like Perfect Game, BBG. Obviously, people are aware of your talent, and you still got this year. You got senior year, man. I see a lot of good things coming for you.
It's only up from here, to be honest.
Yeah. And being from Brooklyn, would you say you grew up in the city, or would you say you grew up like a little outside of it?
I grew up in the city, yeah, for sure.
So, what's that like growing up in the city? Because like being here, like we say we're from Los Angeles, but like we're not in Los Angeles. Like we're probably I'm like 40 minutes away.
I mean, yeah, same
Yeah,
thing.
same. Yeah. So what would you say
Man,
that city feeling?
you have buildings everywhere, you have delis on every corner.
Okay.
You
Which
got
is pretty
bodegas just
fun.
left and right, huh?
Yeah, bodegas everywhere, street
Yeah.
cats everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody lives near each other. So
Mm.
I gotta say, that's the one thing I'm forever jealous about New York, bro, is the fact that you could just walk outside and hit like 3 different fruit spots in one go, as opposed to here where everything is a straight up just drive. We want to go
amazing.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
go over there.
It's
So
it's just so beneficial.
so I've been keeping this on lock for a little bit because I was just gonna post on my story and surprise everybody. I'm actually going to New York in like 2.5 weeks. He didn't even know.
Well, you want to know something even crazy?
Where are you going?
I'm going to New York tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh my God. Okay. We both
So,
just found out. We were
My boy Pepe. Random break, but recommend me 3 spots that you love in Brooklyn. I'm staying kind of like I want to say by Central Park. That's where I'm gonna be at, right around that
Central
area.
spot
Yeah, I know it's
for
a bit north, right? It's like maybe 30 minutes out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
For
What,
what?
what would
For
you recommend in Brooklyn to check out? I'm not picky with food. We're not picky with food at all.
No.
out in Brooklyn or Central Park?
Let's say 3 different spots in New York. Could be anywhere.
3 different spots in New York. So you have Theo's Deli.
Theo?
They have Theo's.
Theo's Daily, like Uncle
Dios.
Theo.
Yeah, Theo.
Yeah. They have like a variety of food,
Mm.
They're pretty famous for their fried chicken and waffles. They have crazy foods. You could get fried chicken and waffles with like Oreos and fruity pebbles and
What
stuff.
the this is already a
So
great
Okay,
recommendation.
real quick. I don't want to cut you off. I gotta ask though. You being, resident of the city, have you been to the Ak yet?
yeah,
Oh.
he's the Ock. He is indeed the Ock.
When I went to New York last year,
You didn't get a chance to do it,
I
right?
said I was going to do it, but I didn't end up doing it. So maybe this time around.
See, because I'm tempted to do it, but I've heard the lines are straight up still like 2 hours, hour and a half.
Hmm.
I don't want to pay that much for chopped cheese. I ain't trying to pay that much for bacon, egg, and cheese, bro.
And it's crazy. Those sandwiches used to be like $3, and now they're like 8. It's
Oh my
insane.
God.
Nah.
I just got a Dutch roast coffee for like $9 today.
No, you know what it is?
$8.50.
Straight up, that's inflation, bro. Tacos here
For
back
real.
then, they used to be $1.75, $2.
Bro, there were some
really
places
high.
you could go to a taco truck and get it for like $1.
We went to, you put me
Yeah.
on one of those spots.
Yeah.
And now, bro,
It's
every
insane.
taco is like $3.50.
Yeah.
4 if you go to like one of those really bougie spots.
All right. So I got to say, your first recommendation is a good sell. Tio
yeah.
sounds amazing based on your description.
So we
Absolutely.
got Teal's
Yeah.
Deli.
And then Shipwreck Seafood Boutique out in Brooklyn. It's Bedside, Brooklyn. I mentioned it. Richie Palacios had interviewed me and asked me for
Okay.
a food spot, and that's what I recommended him.
Nice.
They have a lot of crazy seafoods. Amazing.
Oh, I love
The
seafood.
flavor in there is amazing.
Ooh.
I like the sound of that.
Maybe try some I don't think I've ever had like do you have crawfish stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll try that.
Nice.
Never had crawfish.
And then
amazing
you
stuff.
got one more?
The third one. This is a spot near my house. It is called, I forgot what it's called, man. But it's a Chinese food spot.
Okay.
A couple blocks away from my house. Let me see if
Right on.
the name clicks in my head.
Well,
Now-
we're gonna be signing off, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, bro, it's this spot."
Now, is the New York
Probably.
is the New York stereotype true where you guys just do not drive? Do anybody in your family have a car? Do you guys walk everywhere, subway everywhere?
Which is crazy. The people that I live with, my grandparents,
Mhm.
they do not drive. my aunt used to live in here and she used to drive. And then like it's just there's no point in having a car in New York.
Yeah.
You know, like the traffic, you're going like 1 mile and it's like 30 minutes. Might
Yeah.
as well just take the train ride. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I've seen it from all the times I've went there walking around. I'm passing probably hundreds of cars before they move it even like a foot.
Oh yeah, even then, like I've seen like when we went to New York, even for a
Mhm.
little bit, I remember seeing cars just like bumper to bumper, bro, on the street,
Yeah.
just trying to park, trying to find somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they even charge for street parking sometimes in some apartment buildings, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's insane.
Crazy.
brother.
Now, I want to know if this applies to you as well. Like here in Los Angeles, we live here. So like we don't go to like Santa Monica Pier or the Hollywood sign because it's just like it's right there. Like we could go
Yeah.
literally whenever we want. Have you even been to like the touristy spots in New York, like the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, or is it that same thing where I live here? Like if I ever want to go, I'll go one day.
To be honest, it's honestly the same thing. You know, I've been there a bunch of times and like
Mm.
it's just nothing special to me, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's how I feel about the things I named. I'm like, oh, the Hollywood. Yeah, that's the Hollywood sign. Like when somebody comes to visit, I'm
Yeah.
like, it's there.
They'll be like, "Oh, we should go to Hollywood Boulevard and walk,"
like
and I'm like, "Okay, where you're just gonna see homeless
You
people."
want to see Timu, Captain America.
like yeah,
And that
it's
too, you got those
it's real.
aggro ass characters, bro. Some of the characters that get in your face, they want their tip.
Hmm. So I also saw on your Instagram that you play basketball as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So what was your first love, baseball or basketball?
baseball.
Baseball all the way.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite teams, baseball and basketball?
Baseball, my favorite team right now, the Orioles and the
Orioles.
Mets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. See, Mets I get because New York and everything. How did the Orioles get into the mix?
I like young teams, young talent. They have a pretty good farm system, and then the guys that they have right now are still pretty young too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
The
go
White
ahead.
Sox. The White Sox.
Ooh,
Back in like 2021.
good,
Yeah.
good switch. Good switch. You got out at the perfect time.
I remember the White Sox stock, even like 2019. That thing was high, bro.
Yeah, I mean they had a good squad built around them, dude. But I
Amazing
mean,
squad.
yeah, it's gone down.
Couldn't lock them in.
We know a thing or two about our team going down.
Oh, plenty, bro.
Yeah,
Like on paper, dude. Mike Trout, Otani, Rendon. This is gonna be crazy. The next 4 years were not a movie, brother.
no.
They were
Yeah.
not a movie.
Hey, who's the most active team at the deadline or off season? I mean, right now.
We're the only ones signing people, bro.
Just
Yeah.
saying. Hey, everybody else be sleeping. Soto's next. Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah, 1 year, like 200 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
Artie would probably give him a contract like that.
Dude, I don't know. Hey, you want to buy the Angels, man? We're done with Artie, bro.
I'll buy it right now.
Okay, how about that? Random, just in the air. Where do you think Soto signs?
Oh yeah, sure.
Soto? I have no clue, to be honest. The Mets did say that they were going to give him 50 million on top of whatever
Ooh.
anybody else offers him.
What?
But,
I didn't hear that.
Man,
yeah, that's what they said.
I
But
did
Money back
see
over here.
the 5 offers that are like publicly out there. I don't think the numbers, but it's like announced that they've made
All
an
the
offer.
teams, right? The list of teams?
Dodgers, Mets, Yankees,
Blue Jays.
Red Sox, Blue Jays. Which
honestly,
yeah,
the Red Sox, I don't think that that's a bad move for him. But imagine the Dodgers get him. That's kind of scary.
dude.
No, like you made a good point. The Red Sox, I didn't really think about until I heard that they had made an offer. That would be a pretty like sweet spot for him,
Well,
not gonna lie.
it has been a trend of players that played for either team. They swapped the rivalry. We've seen it with Johnny Damon, Jacoby Ellsbury,
Yeah.
and plenty more. So I would not be shocked if that's in his head, something he's thinking about, swapping the rivalry, pesky pull down the line.
It is short.
He needs a good oppo hitter too. So going that way towards the monster, I feel like his doubles would double from whatever he
Probably single would become legit a double.
Yeah, he'd have to ramp up his speed a little more, just a little more. But yeah, Soto. Did either of you see what he did today? What Soto?
Yeah, he
posted?
announced his team Celsius, man.
Yeah,
He what?
So it's a video,
Yeah.
kind of like how you remember Otani announced on Instagram last year, right? With his like 480p picture of the Dodger logo.
Oh yeah.
He sits down. It's a bunch of mics. And he's like, I know everybody's been waiting. And then you're like, oh my God, is this how he's announcing what team he's going to play for? He announces he's a partner with Celsius, the drink. Puts on a hat, Team Celsius. Everybody's like biggest troll in the MLB.
It's not the first time. Didn't you see what MLB posted like a couple
Oh,
weeks ago? Did you see that where they posted his stats, but it was in the coloring
Oh
of the
yeah, of
Mets?
the Mets, bro. I
yeah,
opened my Instagram
Bro,
and
I
I was
saw
like,
that at
no
work.
way.
all of us, bro.
And
I literally same thing. Woke
then
up.
I swiped
Yeah,
Yankees. I was like,
yeah. I opened Instagram. I'm like, no way. He just signed with the Mets. And then yeah, everyone got fooled.
No.
So I would not be shocked if something else happens. They got us twice right now. So they're looking for the strikeout with the third one.
They're gonna
yeah,
catch us not looking.
Who's your favorite player in the game right now?
Shohei Ohtani, no doubt about it.
The two-way player, the two-way king.
Yeah.
And what about all time? Let's say pre-Otani.
And Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey, that's sweet swing, bro. And you are a lefty as well. Do you
Yeah.
what number do you prefer to wear?
I wear number 26.
Okay, is there a story behind that or is it just like I picked 26?
The story behind it, one day I was looking for a team
Hmm.
and they were mid-season and that
Mhm.
was a jersey that they had and I stuck with
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Make your own path. There you go.
it.
Yeah, yeah. One day they'll be wearing 26 because of you.
Now I'm curious, for your swing, did you model it? I mean, I'm guessing after Griffey. Did you try modeling after Otani? Have you who have you kind of taken inspiration from?
My swing's been all over the place.
Mm.
Probably when I was like 12 to until I was like 13, 14.
Mhm.
I tried to mimic Griffey as much as I could. You know, I loved the swing. It felt good.
Mhm.
And then I really started looking at Shohei's swing. So I made that like my two-strike approach swing.
Mhm.
And I watched a lot of Ronald Acuna too. So
Yeah.
I based my swing based off of those two guys.
I feel like we can get a non-biased opinion here because you said the Orioles are your favorite team. Yankee Stadium, City Field. Which one's better to you?
To be honest with you, I'd probably say City Field. It's bigger,
Mhm. Yeah.
but the food at Yankee Stadium is way better.
Oh yeah. I mean, what every time I hear the food at Yankee Stadium, I think of the chicken tender
Yeah.
cup fried drink
the
thing.
the
Yeah.
60 the $60 chicken tender with the
60?
small soda so they can
Dude.
buy
Okay,
Juan
I don't
soda.
know how much he paid,
No,
but
this
bro, let me tell you,
we went in 2017. I think it was like 30.
30
Yeah.
still overpaid a little much. But
Yeah.
dude, next morning I wasn't in the same house as him. I got word though that he served himself cereal and was just drinking
Oh, yeah.
milk from the straw.
Use the
Like, he
little
used the
lid they
bowl.
gave us. I mean, it's a bowl at the end of the day.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. And we were in an Airbnb. Why clean their bowl when I can just, pick my
Oh, this is off.
Yeah.
Man, you lazy. So, in our research, we found that you have Dominican roots and that played a role in baseball for you growing up. Is there a family member that pushed you to really just take the sport by the reins and just go for it?
Yeah, my grandfather, he's always been there pushing me. He was my trainer for most of my years and he's
Yeah.
basically taught me everything I know really, like all the basics and stuff.
Mhm.
So he's built me up to a certain level to
Yeah.
where I'll be able to compete and then gave me a weight, but we still train with him. I still
Did
train with
he
him.
ever play competitively at all on
No,
any level?
he was actually a vet and a boxer out in Cuba because he came from Cuba.
Okay. Nice.
Oh,
Cool. We also talked about basketball briefly. And is that something you played when you were little, or is it something you started like in high school? What made you start basketball?
No, so I growing up, I didn't really know about basketball.
Hmm.
And then probably I'd say I was introduced to basketball probably like 2015.
Hmm.
You know, this random guy, number 0 from
Yeah.
Oklahoma City Thunder,
Oh.
just watching just watching basketball highlights, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this guy's kind of good.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Curry highlights. I'm like, this guy's kind of good. I kind of like this sport. And I picked it up during high school. I never really played middle school or when I was younger.
Hmm.
Started off junior varsity, moved up to varsity sophomore year.
Nice.
Just had fun with it.
You still playing right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, I don't think Mobo understood that first reference. Russell Westbrook is number 0.
I was about to say it. I was about to say it, bro. I was gonna guess it. I was like, I think I've heard of that.
I noticed when I gave a good old laugh and I just looked to my side and Mo was just like, mhm.
Just seven, bro. Just right over my head.
Let me try and explain to you how great Russell Westbrook is. Do you know what a triple double is?
That's a triple, or that's okay. That's 120 points in assists.
No.
No, oh, dude, I just burned
So
out.
it's when you get double digits in three stats, basically. Typically points, rebounds, assist.
Well, okay.
1 year when he was on the Thunder, he averaged that. So his average was a triple double.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was unheard of at the time.
I think like maybe Oscar Robertson might have done it, but like Russ is the triple double king, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so
that's the guy that made me fall in love with
yeah,
basketball.
yeah. I don't
And then
blame you.
obviously LeBron, 'cause he's
Oh
just the
yeah.
GOAT.
Hey, keep talking about it, bro. I hope Jeff's listening right now. Our,
Jeff
fri-
just puts
our,
him
our
hard.
homie Jeff, man, he just loves LeBron. He's a LeBron hater. He's one of those people that cannot stand LeBron. Oh my goodness. But
He was there for the Mama movement from the start. So I mean, you gotta give it a little respect.
yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge reason why is because people will compare him to Kobe, and Jeff
Oh,
loves
yeah.
Kobe. And
It's the same way how people back then would compare Kobe to Jordan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think LeBron has gotten to the point of where it's pretty hard to deny he's the GOAT.
I mean, yeah,
Like 4 rings, most
I mean,
points. Like,
he's pushing 50,
yeah,
playing like he's like 18.
yeah.
So
Like,
it's kind of
damn,
crazy.
how old is he actually now?
oh, isn't he like 42?
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. 43.
Something like that. Are you
Uh,
basketball team, the Knicks?
Knicks, yeah, right.
Nah, you guys would
No.
never guess.
Okay. Yeah, hold on,
Grizzlies.
hold on.
No.
Is it a West Coast team?
Yeah.
Oh, Lakers.
No.
Okay.
No.
If you say Clippers,
No.
No,
Golden
no.
State.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who'd you say?
He said Golden State.
Golden State. Okay. For the
Yeah.
Curry love.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Who is winning the chip this year? We're about a quarter of the way through the season. You think Warriors got all of it?
Honestly, probably Timberwolves or Grizzlies.
Okay. And we're also in the middle of football.
No,
Are you-
actually,
oh,
Dallas.
Dallas Mavs. You think Luca finally gets it?
Yep.
Okay. So we're also, I'd say, mostly through football. Are you into football at all? Do you watch football?
No, not really.
No. Okay. Then let's get a Super Bowl prediction of just you don't watch, right?
I have no clue at all, actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a random one because I know. Well, let's see. Does this make sense? 49ers
Kind of.
versus the Bucks.
No.
I
I would
mean,
not.
49ers and I don't know. Just 49ers.
All right. I'll
I said to take it this year.
Then what about way too early World Series prediction?
Way too early World Series prediction.
I love how spring training hasn't even started and we're doing this.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about, bro.
If the Yankees end up getting Walker Buehler,
Mm,
I would say the Yankees.
That's crazy. I've actually never heard that.
that would be quite
like,
a turn.
at all, dude. Really?
Hey,
that-
I just beat you, and I'm gonna join you.
That'd
That'd be
yeah.
wild.
It's like I just beat you. Let me show you how daddy works.
That'd be insane. That'd be yeah. That
Let me
that,
show you how to work.
that would be a big balls move by him.
I
What
guess.
else? Let me think. Gary Crochet, he's gonna get traded soon. I don't know where, but
Yeah, if
wherever
it's
he
not the
goes.
off season, it's definitely gonna be in season.
wherever he ends up going is gonna be pretty good too, because that guy's electric.
Yeah, I think next year, I think the Orioles have a crazy push at some point. Like the fact that they got eliminated the way they did this year was shocking. So I don't think that always happens to them. I definitely think we're going to see them either get to the World Series or at least in a run to the ALCS.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
so I would say them as the American League candidate in my way too early. And then NL, let's say Philly. I don't think Philly's done after that loss to the Astros. I think there's another year where they go crazy and make it to the World Series. So little beltway, little Orioles and Phillies.
Damn. I'm gonna go with a super obvious pick.
Mhm.
The Dodgers are probably gonna make their way back in again. They're probably gonna buy their way back in.
To be honest, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna happen again. We got the Dodgers versus the Yankees.
Ooh, a repeat.
I honestly I was not too far off with that because I feel like they're at a point where both teams aren't necessarily gonna change too much.
I would
They're
say
just really looking to add and just really bolster down, especially with the
Yeah.
Yankees. If they do make the moves like you predict with Bueller actually going, that even just as a small step, is huge for them.
I'd say if they re-signed Soto, it'd be pretty good
Yeah.
chances. Yeah. But who knows how long. We're in the time of where all these free agents like to wait until like February. And we can thank the year of Bryce Harper and Manny Machado when they both held out like all the way to spring training.
That's right.
And it seems like all the big names have done that ever since. So we got to wait and see. But going back to your pitching, so you named some of the pitches you do throw currently. Is there a pitch you want to add to your mix that you currently don't throw?
You know, I still play catch with my knuckleball and my splitters,
Ooh,
and I've been working on my cutter this off season.
okay, okay.
So far it's moving pretty good.
I like
So
that.
I'll definitely add that in next year. I had
Yeah.
a curveball. My curveball has crazy RPMs on it, but I
Mhm.
can't really locate it the way I want to locate it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's a hard pitch to command.
yeah, it's either going to be down the middle, hanging, or on the floor. And I can't I can't play with
Is
that.
there really no in between? It's either just it's
I
gonna be
mean,
right.
you just gotta work on it. You just
Yeah.
gotta keep working, and you gotta find that command. Like, look at
Yeah, you got to
Look,
find the feel.
yeah, look at Kershaw and that curveball, bro.
I think I've only seen one real curveball like in my life. I was catching a red hat,
Oh yeah.
and he used to play softball with us. And dude, like my first thing, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna throw it. It's gonna look high. Keep your glove down." I'm like, what are you talking about?" And then sure enough, I just see it.
Drop.
Dude, it almost hit my ankle. I
Yeah.
would have been ruined for that softball game.
Would you say your curve has more of that like slurve diagonal movement, or is it more like a hammer, like 12-6?
It was a hammer, like
Hammer, hammer.
Wow.
crazy. You
Yeah.
know, my slider used to slide a lot,
Oh,
and now it's like a slurve now. So
Yeah, yeah.
like
Ooh.
I guess it's evening out.
Yeah, that
But
was the one pitch when I did play that I always wanted to learn was slider. I never did. It was the one pitch I was like, man, like, because there's someone you play that you're kind of taught off rip, like two seam, four seam, change up. That's basically what they recommend to you as you start. And then, you want to start learning the more difficult pitches like a slider or a cutter, ones that have movement now. And I remember I had the basic just fastballs, change up, and always wanted to add slider. Maybe I should get around to it one day.
Yeah.
It'll get pieced up at like fitty poo. Now we are in the week of Thanksgiving, so I thought we could end this episode with a few Thanksgiving themed questions. First one being,
absolutely.
what is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Favorite Thanksgiving food, probably rice or pernil.
Ooh,
Uh
what is that?
it's pork. It's
Pork.
like
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just got hungry thinking about that.
my family cooks it amazing, so you know, I go over there and I'm the first one at the table and
Mhm.
everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I go up for my second plate, then my
Yeah.
third
There you
plate,
Yeah,
and
that's
then my
right.
fourth plate.
Yeah. It sounds like LeBron right now. We're going to win 3, 4, 5. What about you, Mobocito?
You know what? Classic. I'm gonna say stuffing.
Dude,
Love, dude.
that was
Oh my
terrible. My mic was in the
dude, get me. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, stuffing is crazy. My mom 1 year threw me off. She added raisins in it. Changed my life.
Ooh, wait.
No. Yeah, I know I lost him for a second. Not too much. Just a light smack. It's kind of like just mix it with cranberry sauce.
Hey, I'll try yours before we put it in ours. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, that's fine.
Make sure
I'll bring you a
make sure
plate.
we like it.
I'll bring you a plate. What about least favorite? Like, what are you just not about?
Honestly, probably the turkey. No one really eats a turkey.
Yes, dude. I agree so hard. I am tired of turkey. It's dry, bland, not tasteful.
I don't know what turkeys y'all are buying, bro.
Just give me ham.
Mine
Bro.
comes out perfect.
Just give me ham.
Just give me the chicken, bro.
Yeah, that too. Or the pork, bro. Like, give me anything but that, bro. Like, 1 year can me and my family just buy the trompo, bro, and just have pastor, bro. Yeah, that would be a
crazy.
Thanksgiving.
Come to Thanksgiving dinner, you just see a taquero on the back, just chilling it.
And we'll do it, bro. Like, everyone gets their Thanksgivings, bro. Give me the knives. I'll cut it off for myself.
I guarantee you, if you say that to the softball crew or just the guys,
Yeah.
we'll probably end up doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
We like pitch in like what, $200, but you eat like a king.
I asked
Why
this at softball, everyone's favorite Thanksgiving food. Fernando and Alan were like, tamales. Are you kidding?
The pilgrims bringing a whole like mata de tamal.
Yeah. Oh my, but least favorite? Yeah, I'd say turkey. What about you?
I'm gonna go with honestly the cranberry sauce.
I was also gonna say that.
Never
Like,
touch it, bro.
yeah,
Ever.
neither do I. Yeah. I see it every year, like it was just dumped out of the can.
I already get my sweet juice from the ham. I just cut off a little piece of the pineapple. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Got my ham, got my pineapple. I'm all right.
for real. And there's always pies at Thanksgiving. And there's typically two flavors. There's typically apple and typically pumpkin. What are you rocking? Or is there a different dessert that your family does?
I would say apple pie, but we have a rice pudding usually,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
or what you call it?
Little arroz con leche.
Arroz con leche or habichuela dulce.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
the lechera. It's like sweet and condensed, like super sweet condensed milk.
okay.
If you like dip your finger in it, it's so thick that legit comes out coated like a candle.
Oh, that kind of reminds me of a drink I had in Mexico. I cannot remember the name of it, but that texture that you're describing
Yeah.
reminds me of whatever this drink was. If I ever remember it, I will tell it to you.
I'll be sure to remember. I'm gonna go with apple pie.
We have a clean sweep. I am also apple pie.
3-0, baby.
There we go.
Yeah, we're up. Hopefully we don't blow the lead. All right. And let's end it with a little happiness, a little emotional kick. What are we all thankful for here? So, Mobo, would you like to start us?
Kind of cheesy as always. I'm just grateful for my friends. Grateful for the circles that I'm in, the people around me, they keep me grounded. Got my boy Ozzy, got my family back home. I got just even my extended friends that I consider family here. I mean,
Mhm.
softball people, car people, anybody, just random neighbors. Like, you know your circle. You know who you're with. So, they keep. I'm thankful just the fact that they keep me grounded.
Mhm.
They don't let my head get too big.
What about you, man?
I'm thankful for everyone that pushes me and supports me, everybody that wants to see me do better and be the best person that I could possibly be, everybody that loves me, love them back. So I'm very thankful for the people I have.
Awesome. I'll end it for us. Thankful to be able to breathe every day, wake up, have a day to even go to, commit to, and family always first. My grandpa was in the hospital, everyone listening, from January. He came back about a month ago now. I'm very thankful that he was able to fight through everything he did there, and now he's back home. And friends as well. Wouldn't be able to do any of this without friends, this job, my career. And thankful for, even though we're not playing in like a pro level or anything like that, but being able to play the game I love, like doing everything we do with softball. And I'm just very thankful we have somebody and a situation that allows us to still go play, swing the bat, hang out with friends,
Of course.
all that good stuff. Then, yeah. So if you're listening, go ahead, leave a comment. Let us know what you're thankful for this holiday season. Thank you for joining us, Anaiscio. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, you and the fam, and I hope to keep seeing you progress through the game of baseball. And I just see great things coming, man.
Can't wait to see you
Thank
out
you
there,
for
bro.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, everybody. If you are listening with us, you can listen to the audio version of this podcast on Spotify and Apple Thursdays at 7 a.m., which will be Thanksgiving Day this year.
Little Thanksgiving upload right there. And for those Black Friday shoppers, if you're waiting in a long ass line for that $30 TV, make sure to tune in on YouTube Fridays, 7 a.m. Same thing. Don't miss it. Like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell, do all the good stuff. Subscribe to him, subscribe to me, subscribe to Anaiscio. Plug your TikTok. I don't remember it.
ENY Pepe, ENY.Pepe or
Follow the
_Pepe.
boy Pepe.
Oh, I do want to know about that last thing. Pepe. I've heard that it's your Instagram. I've heard people call you it as well. Is that a nickname? And where did that come from?
Yeah, that's a nickname. So when I was younger, there was a song that my parents used to play.
Mhm.
It was probably like one of the hottest songs out from the
Okay.
Dominican Republic.
Nice.
So, little me just singing a song. I used to go up to people and introduce myself as Pepe.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
ever since
So
like
it's
the
stuck.
name just stuck with me. So
Awesome. And that's for everybody that made it past the outro. You got
Yeah.
one bonus question.
those are the real ones right
Easter egg
there.
right there.
Those
for you.
are the real ones for sure. Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening, watching, however you're taking in this podcast into your ears. We will see you in episode 95.